Good evening, everybody, and welcome back again to another live show on the channel. It is the match review and the player ratings from yesterday's 1-0 win against Manchester City in the third round of the Carabao Cup. Yes, we've knocked Man City out of the cup early stages. Wow. Joined by Mason. How are you doing and how are you feeling after yesterday still?
First and foremost, good evening, everybody. And I'm just relieved that we managed to get past Manchester City. Obviously, a nice little birthday present for tomorrow.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely.
And also, my name got mentioned at halftime for the birthdays as well.
Oh, nice one.
If any of you had heard it.
No, I didn't hear about that actually. Well done, nice one, Mason. That's great.
Thank God she's not here because the missus did it.
Oh, did she? Well, nice one. Anyway, guys, you know the drill. If you enjoyed tonight's show, remember to hit the thumbs up. Please do, because if you really enjoy, because he keeps us up those search results. Please, if you're brand new at the channel, or if you're not yet subscribed and you really enjoy what goes on this channel, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button. It is completely free to do so, and it does help me the channel grow as well. And of course, remember to hit the notification bell as well, because of course it will let you know whether it's a live show or a pre-recorded video on the day as well. If you want to give something to the channel, super chats are available. And if you want to become a member for just 99p a month, just hit the join button to become a member. And if you are a member as well, you'll be put into a prize draw as well. We'll dive into a few comments that have come in yesterday. Lawrence, good evening. Hope you're well. Tom, good evening. Hope you're well as well. And White Trout in the chat. Peter and Mason, hope you're well as well, White Trout. So, yeah. But anyway, let's get down to it. Lineup, we expected changes, Mason, by both teams. What did you make of the lineup at first when we heard our centre-back parents with Jamal Lascelles and Paul Dummett and Matt Targett was playing at left-back at first?
To be honest, I thought, shit, something they're gonna score a few goals possibly. But when I heard that Botman took bad, I thought, and obviously Byrne was ill as well. I thought, give them a chance, and obviously rest Shaw. But it's good to give them a run out. But to be honest, I had me doubts at the start of the game. But to be honest, I feel like they did play well.
Yeah, do you know what? They did very well.
And Lascelles has had obviously criticism for his performances, but that's the best I've seen him in a long time. Dummett same as well, but to be honest, he managed to keep injury free. And he went off a cramp, but he hasn't played for over a year. And you're gonna get cramp if you haven't played for obviously he played against Villarreal, but he hasn't played a competitive game in a really, really long time.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't he? I mean, do you know what? He was outstanding yesterday as well. I thought Matt Targett did very well as well yesterday. I thought I was a bit concerned with him in as well, but he did very well for me yesterday. They done well out holding out the first half. And we've got to talk about Livramento, because my word, first start yesterday, my word, what a performance from him yesterday, Mason. And no wonder he got player of the match yesterday. He was brilliant yesterday.
He was outstanding. I mean, I just lost for words. He was just unbelievable to watch.
He is now going to provide competition for Trippier now, isn't he?
I mean, considering he hasn't played much so far this season, I thought, and he's had that long injury layoff. I mean, they're coming against the champions of Europe, the champions of England. I mean,
yep.
Fucking hell, you need some applaudits. I mean, if he starts against Burnley, which he probably won't, but I'll probably get half an hour. But if he puts a performance like he did against Burnley side, who's been struggling so far this season, I mean, well, we're gonna have some player on our hands, because we've brought him in for cover for Trippier, and we've got a decent. I think credit to Dan Ashworth in the transfer team. We've brought a really, really good, decent right back in.
Yeah, absolutely. We certainly did. Look how well he was yesterday. They did well holding out the first half. Super Gordon has blown my mind. Changed the game when he came on as well. Normal services resumed in Proudlock corner, says Colin. Hope you're well, Colin.
No, Colin.
Livermore was outstanding, very weighty. The Tino chance after all these years. Absolutely, we were hearing those, and that was wow, incredible as well. Andrew, hope you're well, my guy.
Andrew.
As well. We've got to talk about the first half, Mason, because it wasn't the greatest. I mean, we struggled at times holding the ball. We give a lot of balls away. We were passing a lot of the time as well. That was a little bit of our downfall in the first half.
I mean, I thought they were going to score, but let me honest, credit the defence, but I think we struggled. We sloppy at times. We struggled for possession at sometimes as well, but obviously they got a good talking in half time, and obviously we came out as a different team in the second half.
I think Eddie had to make the changes in a way, didn't he? He took Hall off, and he took Miley off as well. I thought Miley struggled in that game. For me, fair enough. He's a very young lad. It was probably one of his first competitive games, but he really kind of struggled up at the likes against Kovacic and Phillips at times as well, who I thought Calvin Phillips was atrocious for Man City yesterday. I thought he was absolutely atrocious.
And Phillips was shit, but I think like Miley struggled against Man City's physicality because he's gonna have to get used to playing against like obviously your Man City's physicality, your Man United's physicality, Chelsea, Arsenal, etc. He'll learn. He's still 17. He's still 17 years old. I mean, the kid's got a bright future ahead of him.
He still does.
I mean,
it will take him time. That's the thing.
Who would you want to start your first game against the champions of Europe and the champions of England? I mean, what do you expect playing against top level team players? And Phillips was shit, but he's been injured. But you're playing against the likes of Kovacic, Grealish, or Nkanji, decent senior pros and all that who have been there and done it. That's what Lewis Miley will be like in years to come.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, absolutely. I mean, Lewis Hall, I was surprised he was playing at centre. He was like playing out as left centre midfield.
And I've heard that he can play there, but
I mean, do you think he struggled a little bit yesterday? I mean, there was a time he tried to play a long ball back to Pope and it went out for a corner.
I think he did struggle a bit. I feel like he's another player who needs to get. And I picked Man City against Man City last season with Chelsea, but we're a different kettle of fish.
Yep.
You need to get to grips of playing in a better team, a decent team, not with a team who's full of individuals. That's what caused the problem for Lewis Hall. He was playing with team players of individuals. Yep. We play as a team, not as individuals, and he'll be getting used to that. Playing with a team, not with a team of individuals, unfortunately. But he'll learn. But he's still a young kid.
That's the thing, yeah. So yeah, the benefit is competition for places. Everyone ups their games. Absolutely, we're starting to see some nice rotation these days. Absolutely, we couldn't see that a lot last season, Mason, because of the squad depth we had. But now we're considering we've got that bit of squad depth. We can start to do that now. Have that bit of rotation.
Yeah, I mean, it was disappointing because we didn't get much rotation, but I mean, because we had like the Carabao Cup run, and obviously various other things were happened injury wise as well. But we've got a decent enough squad. We'll have youngsters as well who will be ready. The likes of Lewis Miley. We can bring his brother in, for example. We can bring in some of the under 23s, under 18s. So, yeah, it'll be. I think it'll be good for rotation. Give some young fringe players a chance as well, which I feel like it should happen more this season because with fixture schedule as well, with how many competitions we're going to be in. So, yeah, I feel like if we do that, if we do more rotation than last season, I feel like we will progress in cup competitions, Champions League, and hopefully rise up in the Premier League as well.
Absolutely, yep, totally, yes. Go on and hope you're well. Evening, P and Mason says, Lee, hope you're well, Lee. What a result last night. Buzzard to credit Eddie Howe and the players second off. Unbelievable. Bring on Man U. Let's stick it right up them payback time. Do you know what? Why not? Man United away. Let's get revenge on them. I know it's the fourth round, but why come? Who says we can't beat them on their home turf?
It just depends what Man U turn up.
Well, yeah, but we've got to. If we turn up right down there, we can really take it to them.
And our Brighton went there and walloped them 3-1. I feel like we should do what Brighton did.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Depends what side Eddie Howe picks out in that game.
Because I don't know what's going to be happening with Anthony. I don't know what's going to be happening with who else is there?
Sancho left out completely.
And he's got a few French players.
I know they played alike, but I think Palace put a really fringe side out as well, and it didn't work. Yeah, that was the thing. So yeah, White Trout says the crowd play their part too here in the road, gets the players pumped up and winning the ball every time. Absolutely, yeah, totally agree. I'm so annoyed with that person who chopped down the tree in Northumberland. I cannot believe what I read when I saw that, and there's apparently been arrest made, and hopefully they get the absolute shit thrown at them. So funny, the Man City fans chanting, "Is this the Etihad?" But you know what? When we got the goal, that's when we really started liven up, pretty much as well. They should have 20 years for chipping that Robin Hood tree down Wee Hood. Is that Granny texting? Jesus, man. Andrew, I think Pep should have been sent off while he was booked for causing a bit of argumentative as well. We're going to talk about the chance Man City had. I mean, I didn't think Man City had a lot of... They didn't really have a lot of clear-cut chances, Man City. They had that one which from Alvarez, which it comes off Nick Pope's foot. But other than that, do you think Pope had a really lot to do? Because in the second half, he really didn't, did he?
Nah. I mean, I think Alvarez had enough night, in my opinion. I mean,
he didn't have the greatest. I didn't think Grealish did anything for them as well.
No, I think some of their players had enough night, but I just want to mention one player. Where was he? Oscar Bob. I thought he looked decent last. I thought he looked decent last night for his first.
I thought he looked decent there for them as well. For his
first competitive game. I feel like that kid's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, I think he looked very good for them as well.
Because I think he was the only Man City player I was impressed with last night.
Yeah, the fact is, new Man City that Pep said he was going to rotate, which he did. I mean, the only one they brought on out of pretty much their first team in the second half was Foden. I think the other two they fetched on were like they're like young academy players. I'm not challenging you off the top of my head, but the fact is, Foden was the only substitution. I mean, do you think you're a bit surprised that Pep didn't bring Haaland on? Because even though Pep said that he wasn't probably taking this competition seriously, because when we were doing the preview with Martin, that they've got this club World Cup over in Saudi Arabia, which clashes with the quarterfinals. But the fact is, were you still very surprised that the Haaland didn't even get a sniff on the pitch yesterday?
I'm surprised he didn't get played on for the last 10 minutes. And the two midfielders, substitutes you want to put Nunes and Doku.
Oh, that's it. None of Doku. I completely forgot about them. I mean, not two bad players. They were, but Doku's not a bad player as well.
I think they didn't show anything last night. Apart from Nunes, who was complaining to the referee a few times, but.
Well, that's it. But the fact is, Mason, as I mentioned, there wasn't a great first stop because we were giving the ball away a lot. It took nearly. I think it was about the 30th odd minute to get our first chance. It was not a bad goal there. Strike from Murphy, which was a save by Ortega. So that kind of got us a little bit going more, considering it took a long time to get the first shot on target.
I mean, Sorry, what was the question again? Because it went out of my mind straight away.
Don't worry. It's all right. I mean, when we had the first shot on target within about the 30-odd minute, it kind of got the crowd going a bit more as well.
Yeah, it did. I mean, that's what we needed. That's what we needed in the first half. A chance to get the crowd going, to get the players going, and
Yep.
yeah, and it came. And I mean, fair play for it. And yeah, I mean, wow, I think that got me going in the first half. Like,
Lewis, it's the worst radio station, TalkSport. Fan rang up and said they lost the game because we should have had 2 players sent off, and the referee was the worst referee in English football. He's not great referee, Chris Kavanagh, but I didn't think that was the reason why Man City lost the game. I don't believe that Man City played rubbish. I didn't think Man City played that bad. The problem Man City had, as soon as they took off Alvarez, there was no striker. They played with no striker throughout the rest of that game.
nah. I mean, some of them players are off tape, but if we did a man of the match for Man City, I would probably go for that Oscar Bob. I mean, the kid's only made 2 appearances for Man City so far this season. I mean, the kid's just. I feel like that kid's got a.
He does, yeah.
That kid's got some future ahead of him. I mean, I was just looking up his stat for some of his information.
Mm-hmm.
The kid nearly joined Porto before going to Man City.
Yeah, I think you did, yeah.
Nearly joined Porto, but if the FIFA turned his documentation down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a blow for FC Porto. Man,
Yep.
this is a how would you say, a good buy for their academy, a good buy for their under 18s, under 23s.
Yep.
I mean, if this kid starts more games, this kid will be another Holland. Because I think this kid could be another Holland, but playing on the right.
Absolutely, yes.
Because I feel like this kid has got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, I think he does as well. I mean, but yeah, I was saying that was Man City's dive pipe. As soon as Alvarez came off, they weren't playing with an out-and-out striker. That was the problem. If they had Holland, someone like On, he probably wouldn't surprise me if he would have come on and scored.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm going to quickly put if they had put Oscar Bob in the middle, he would have scored. I've got a feeling he would have scored.
Possibly as well. I mean, as well, I want to go back to our centre-backs. And I want to talk about Dummett because I thought Dummett was really, really good yesterday. We've got to talk about that tackle he did to stop Grealish getting through on goal.
I mean, wow. Considering the levels, look at the levels of Grealish and Dummett.
Mm-hmm.
Grealish is one of the best left wingers in the world. Dummett's hardly had a kick out of the ball for, obviously, and I played in the summer, but against Villarreal. But I mean, look at their levels. I mean, wow. To pull off that tackle against one of the best left wingers in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
outstanding.
That's outstanding.
Certainly was. It really, really was, wasn't it? So yeah, Oscar Bob was okay. So was this young and thingy gummy. I meant the worst referee he's ever seen in English football. Stupid autocorrect. It's all right, Mason. We know it's not going to be like Premier League crowd. No. To be fair, due to Man City for bringing that many fans, 4,000, nearly 5,000 fans they bring with them on a Wednesday night as well. On a Wednesday night, I mean that's some commitment, that isn't it?
It is, considering it's not far to get to.
It's not really, is it? And the person said because there was no VAR, we have the technology. Why not use it? Well, I don't think VAR's used until is it the semi-finals? Mm-hmm. Is that's when they use the VAR in the it's from the semi-finals when VAR comes into play then for the Carabao Cup. So there you go. But then we go back to the second half, and that's when it all changed. We take off Hall and we take off Miley. We bring Bruno on, and we fetched Anthony Gordon on, and look how they changed it for us as well.
Yeah, Man City couldn't play to their tempo, unfortunately. I mean, once they came on, tempo came on, bang. We went up there in front of the Gallagher and scored. I mean,
yeah, I think
some of their players like couldn't get their tempo, which is surprising, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. We got the goal from Isak, who I thought at times struggled a little bit for me yesterday as well. But the fact is, I mean, it's good assist by Joe Linton as well to keep a hold of the ball up. And Isak's is completely unmarked. And left foot, he just says, "Thank you very much. I'll put that in." And that is exactly what he did. No one picking him up in the box, and it's an easy tap in for him.
To be honest, he's a young kid, but I feel like Rico Lewis needs to do a little bit better. He's still young, though. This is like his first full. He's coming to his first full season of men's football. The kid will learn. The kid's still young. I mean, but he's another player along with that Oscar Ball who's got a big career ahead of him, because
absolutely
he's playing for a world class manager with world class players. I mean, him and Oscar Ball have got. I mean, them two have got. I mean, big potential.
They do, yeah. I just think Man City will be a little disappointed that no one picks Isak up in the box. And it's an easy tap in for him. And he just says, "Thank you very much." As well. So that was good to put us 1-0 up into the game. As well. We didn't have a lot of clear cut much after that. I think we had I remember we had a one from Jolene, which was caught by the keeper as well. But the fact is, what we did, we managed to see out the rest of the game. As well, we held on very, very well. Man City didn't have an awful lot. I think who had a chance that was just wide again at the post?
Gomez, I think.
It was a Gomez. I think it was Gomez. Well, I think that was probably the best chance throughout their game for Man City, was that chance which just went wide of Pope's goal, which we are very surprised Pope played yesterday.
Yes, I did. Obviously, because you've seen Tico Moreno, he started for Man City. I didn't realise the backer was bad, but I would have started Karius.
It could have, but Pope didn't have really a lot to do. I think Eddie went safe and went with our number one goalkeeper in the yesterday.
It was to be honest, it was another field day for Pope.
Was pretty much, wasn't it? How did Jack Grealish get away with having low socks, so low doon? He's not wearing shin pads, says Lewis. Well, yeah. Go on our Greyhound, says Brian. I mean, Gordon again was outstanding to help us change the game as well. Yesterday was incredible.
That's what you gotta get. That's what he's done for the last 2 games. He's changed a lot of games.
I mean, there was a lot of people. There was a lot of City fans saying that Gordon was making too many silly challenges on them. But the fact is, I've seen a replay of Calvin Phillips put in a bit of a rash challenge on Murphy. It looked kind of reckless, but it was a yellow. But Pope was always going to play, in my opinion, given that he did play v Palace and Bournemouth in the Cup last year. Yeah, I suppose so. And Lewis says, yeah, Lawrence. But yeah, we did go with our number one goalkeeper. That was the main thing. So, yeah. But we held out the game. But again, we've got to talk about Pep, because, again, he's coming out and saying positive comments about us again.
Well, it's my turn. Yeah. The bloke's a genius. I mean, considering the links he's had, like, with Bobby Robson and all that, I mean, they still have that links. I mean, the links with Bobby Robson towards Newcastle. I mean, he's probably one of the most respectful managers in this country, maybe all over the world. I mean, sometimes he's a bit of a tit on the sidelines, but at the end of the day, the bloke's just a respectful, humble man, and the way he puts his sides out, considering if they play shit or not. The bloke will be respectful to the bloke will be still be respectful to the opponent team. You won't see obviously Thomas Frank, Klopp, Ten Hag and Man United. They're completely different to Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is just I've just said it, humble, respectful man.
Yep.
And that's how he's down as my all-time favourite managers.
Yeah, he's got to be up there, hasn't he? Because of how good he is and how we adore him up here as well. So, but through to the third round, and as I mentioned, Mason, can you believe we took Man City out of this tournament very early on?
I just want to say as well, I'm so sorry for all you Man City fans what we beat you, but I mean, I bet you lot are absolutely foaming of who we've got in the next round. You will be absolutely foaming.
Oh, because Man City would have went through, they would have been facing Man United as well. But you know what? They'd be wanting us to beat them because of the rivalry we had. We have rivalries with Manchester United as well. Hopefully we could do that, what happened in the final last season. We take these out early. If we take Man United out of in the next round, Mason, a lot of people are going to say we are favourites to try and win this cup this time.
I mean, if we do beat Man United, we've got one big, massive feeling of going back to Wembley again.
We do, yeah.
I mean, it all depends if we either get Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, or Tottenham. If we get one of them and beat them, if we beat Man United, I feel like we're going to win this. We're going to win this cup.
See, Arsenal already just got through from a 1-0 win away to Brentford. It was through an early goal, and that was the thing. So,
but the thing is, Liverpool would have been out if they hadn't won 3-1.
Yeah, that was it. I thought Paul Dummin and Jacob Murphy had a broken ankle and a broken leg, just the way I was sitting. No, glad they didn't. But I thought Murphy did very well yesterday. I thought as well. I thought absolutely. And Pep went onto the pitch in the middle of the game as well. I'm slightly his foot just crossed the line. Fourth official didn't see it, and the linesman person didn't see it. Didn't catch it. It's for Pep to wish us the best in the cup. Hats off to Pep. Absolutely. He says nice things about it because, of course, you remember his time when Wicked under Sir Bobby Robson at the time. So that's why Pep has always got so good positivity and respect.
I quickly want to go back to that yellow card situation on with their bench. I thought it was that Harry Gadji who got booked because I seen him.
The other one, there was another one.
I thought that Harry Gadji, his assistant, was got booked. I think he needs to shave a haircut, like.
Yeah. Maybe worth remembering that Manchester derby's 3 days before we play Man United. It is, isn't it? Aye, so that's it as well. It's a bit annoying. It's a Man U Stadium, Old Trafford. Wish I was at St James Park. It would have been better if it was home. But you know what? Give us anyone now, and we'll give it them. And we'll give them a game now. That's the main thing. And I can't see why we can't go to Old Trafford and do it this time. So why not?
1 year for 10 seasons now. We need to break that hoodoo as well.
Yep, I was back in December 2013. Johan Kabay scored the winner goal for us in that game. So yeah,
10 years of revenge of not beating Man United at Old Trafford. We've beaten them up here. We've beaten them up here a few times, but we need to break this hoodoo of getting beat all the time at Old Trafford.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. And I can't see why we can't do it this time. So it all depends. Hopefully, you never know what Manchester United side will be played, but hopefully Eddie Howe will know that he's got to put a really good side out that's going to win that game as well. So yeah, it's a bit just for that one. You know, the main game might be on Halloween. It could be on. Yeah, I think it's recommencing Tuesday the 31st. Well, Monday the 30th. Well, it'll be like Monday the 30th, but the game but it'll either be played on Tuesday night on Halloween, or it'll be the Wednesday night on the 1st of November. But yeah, I could have waited. But yeah, hopefully we take these out early in the next round as well, which would be absolutely fantastic. So Yeah, hopefully let's
I
just
wonder
wait.
who our deal for DFN would be supporting when we play Man United.
Yeah. But anyway, it is time for you know what now, the player ratings now. So remember to get yours down in the live chat of what you think the players will score from yesterday. So yeah, let's kick it off. Remember, so yeah, be interested to see what ratings they'll be given for on tonight's player ratings. It could end up being a Northeast final. Poor, it could
Oh,
be. You never
imagine.
know.
Oh,
Oh, yes, exactly. So there you are. Well, then, player ratings time. So I'll start with you, Mason, kicking off with Nick Pope.
I'm going to give him a 10.
A 10.
No, fuck, no, it doesn't matter about that. I'm gonna give him a 7, 7
Okay.
over an 8.
Yep. Okay, then.
He didn't do a lot in that game, but that save in the first half, which Julian Alvarez kept winning the game. That would have been 1-0 if that wasn't for Pope. So I'm gonna give him a 8.
Okay, then, yeah. Lee's going for a 9.
I've just got this Pope up post that we're going to be allocated 7 to 8k tickets for Man U away.
Wow, 7 to 8k tickets. Wow. Nice one. Lee, as I mentioned, Lee's going for a 9 for Pope. Lewis is going for a 6. Okay, probably because he didn't have a lot to do, maybe. Even in PD Mason, up your well, Truls. Oh, and you remember Pope having 2 shots to save, but impressed with him again. Absolutely, yeah. Pope, and the fact is, what I liked about Pope, he's now, since that Brighton game, he's had the international break, and he's getting back to his best now, which is what we're seeing now from Nick Pope.
Yeah, and I had enough to against Brighton. He was poor, but since then he's got back to the normal player he was.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. And Truss is going for an 8 for Pope. Right. Yeah, because he had nothing to do apart from a couple of saves that he had to do. Right then. So I will go on to in the back four, and I'm going to take that man there, Mr. Tino Livramento. Wow, what a performance from him yesterday. He was outstanding. What a game he had yesterday, Tino Livramento. And what a great fullback. And he is going to provide competition for Trippier now. He was outstanding. First start, we could have asked for a better performance from him at all yesterday. He was immense yesterday. Wow. And this lad is going to become a really, really good player for us. He really, really is.
Look what Chelsea have missed out. They're selling the Southampton because he wasn't going to get a chance.
That was it. Do you know what? Double figures for Tino Livramento. He's getting a 10. I thought he was brilliant.
Look, I know Southampton have went down, but if he wasn't injured for that amount of time, I mean, wow.
Incredible performance from Livramento, and that's why I'm giving him a 10, because he was brilliant. Yeah, so my 10s, even going scored for a 10. Livramento, my man of the match. Glad we have competition for Trippier, given his age, and most likely I was starting right back. See Manquillo leaving in January, I do as well. Truls Mantino a 10 plus, totally agree as well. Right, Mason, so we'll go to the centre backs, and you take it with. Oh, where is he? Oh, yeah, I don't know where he's gone. Oh, there he is. Take it with that man there, Mr. Jamal Lascelles.
You know what? I'm gonna give him a 10.
Okay, wow, okay then.
I thought some of his defending was great. I thought some of his distribution was great, and I thought overall he had a decent, really, really impressive performance. So I'm gonna give him a 10.
Oh, wow, okay. So Jamal Lascelles at double figures.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say a 9 over 10.
It's hard because he was very good yesterday, wasn't he? Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a really, really good point. So do you go for a 9 to 10 for Jamal Lascelles?
Yeah, in between.
I know one of my Newcastle's presidents already is in the Newcastle United third top, but it's a pros version. All right, fair enough. I see Kraft going to be us, but who knows? Lewis is going for a 9 for Jamal. It's between an 8 or a 9. He had a very good game yesterday. Right then, so alongside Jamal Lascelles, and that was Paul Dummett. And you know what? Dummett was exceptional yesterday. Dummett was really, really exceptional yesterday. I really, really thought he was. Particularly that tackle he did to stop Grealish from going through on goal. And I think it might have been another one in the second half, which he did as well. Which was another great tackle. You can see if you want to play Paul Dummett, you play him at centre back now, not left back, because he hasn't got the pace for a left back now. That's the thing. So, but Dummett, do you know what? Outstanding. Do you know what? I'm going to have Paul Dummett at 10 as well.
Wow.
I thought he was really good. Them tackles he put in yesterday was exceptional.
I would give him a 10 as well.
Was a bit worried about how Lascelles, Dummett, and Target would do, but hopefully see performances like last night from them. Absolutely, yeah. Lascelles an 8, Lascelles a 9. Lewis is going for a 10 for Dummett as well. I thought Dummett was really good yesterday.
What he was high.
Dummett 7. I think 7's a bit harsh there, Truls, but it's your opinion. He was good. It wasn't good first off. I think he defended well. We had to, but he had to stop Grealish from getting through as well. That was the thing. So there you are. Okay, then. Right then. So it's back to you, Mason, and you take Mr. Matty Target.
I'm gonna give him an 8.
Okay, yeah.
I thought he was okay with. Times, and yeah, I thought he could have a little bit better. But I'm gonna give. I was happy with him, so I'm gonna give him an 8.
Okay, then, yeah, I think Target did very well yesterday. I was a little concerned when he came in yesterday, but I thought he did what he had to do yesterday. I think was the time he had to really stretch out and the ball went all the way in the east stand. I think that was him. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it might have been him, where he plits in a block and the ball goes all the way up into the east stand as well. So it was a little bit different when you're inside the stadium. I think Dummett deserves massive credit for yesterday. Target at 9, says Lewis. Okay. Right, and so that's the back four. So we'll go into midfield now. So need for Target. And we'll start with, and I'll start with Sandro Tonali. We haven't really talked about him so far. Do you know what? I thought he struggled a little bit for me, Tonali. But at times he wasn't too bad. So he did what he had to do at times, I thought. But I've seen a couple of times he got taken off the ball quite easily for me. But again, Tonali is new to the Premier League still. He's still new in this league as well. So I'm going to say a 7 for Tonali.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7 as well.
Tino stopped Grealish. Yeah, he did actually as well. Target an 8, Tonali an 8, Tonali a 9. I think he did lose the ball a few times for me, Tonali. So there you are. Okay. The next one you can take, Lewis, Mason, is Lewis Hall.
I thought some of his passing wasn't great, but I feel like he did have a good game in patches, so I'm going to give him a 7.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Tonali an 8, says Truls. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So a 7 for Lewis Hall.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.
Okay. He only played the first half as well, and Lewis has gone for a 5. Nate, says Lee. Okay. Right in, and I'll take the last one in midfield, and that was Lewis Miley. And I thought he pretty much struggled in that first half. But again, he's a very young lad. He's got a bright future ahead of him. So I don't think we should get on his back too much because he is a very young lad. He is playing against the champions, of course, as well. So, but he only played the first half of this game. So I'm probably going to say a 5 for Lewis Miley. Tonali played very well second half. Do you know? I think Tonali played a lot better than the second half than the first half. Lewis 5. He's only 17. Yeah, Miley 7. Some people are going for 7. I've gone for a 5 for Lewis Miley as well. So, right, that is the attack of 3. So that is the midfield 3. So we'll go on to the attacking 3 now. And you start off with Mason with Jacob Murphy.
I thought he did all right in spells, but yeah, I feel like you need to prove a little bit, so I'm going to give him an 8. over 7.
Okay. You had a good chance in the first half, which was a good save by Ortega.
Yeah, I can win it.
Yeah. I think Murphy did well when he had to at times as well. So, Miley a 6, so an 8-4. Jacob Murphy, okay. Right then. Out on the left-hand side, he was back. It was none other than Big Joe Linton. I thought Joe Linton in the first half gave the ball away a couple of times. He was beating off the ball at times. But second half, he really showed his strength, particularly to assist there, Alexander Isak for his goal. And I'm glad he's back now, Joe Linton. So, because he, in a way, he has been a bit of a miss there for us as well. So I'm going to give Joe Linton an 8. Was a little bit off the ball in the first half, but really came to life in the second half for me. So,
He did.
Actually, do you know what? I'm going to change that. I'm going to go 9 instead. I think because he looked a lot more better. So I said 8, but I'm going to go 9 actually. Murphy a 6, Murphy a 7, Joe Linton a 10, Joe Linton a 9. Okay, Murphy a 7. Fair enough. And the last one out the starting 11 there, Mason, is Alexander Isak.
He took his goal well, but some bits that game, I think he wasn't impressive. So he took his goal well, but I'm going to give him an 8.
Okay, yeah, no problem. That's fair enough. Yeah, I think I agree with that. There was the times he did get beat off the ball. He got dispossessed. Sometimes he made a couple of the wrong passes, I thought. Was not a little bit quick enough to get to some of the balls at times. But he took the goal very, very well as well. So, yeah. Joe Linton's cracking off great. Absolutely big Joe at 10. Was surprised that Joe Linton started with superb performance. Alexander at 10. Isak at 9. I think Isak just needs to show a bit more strength. I think he's just looking a little bit lightweight for me. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But hopefully he will start to get back to that. And when he's done his game before, you're seeing someone. There you are. But you've given Isak an 8, and that was because sometimes he was a little bit off the ball. Some people are going for a 9 for Isak. Okay, so that was the starting 11. So we'll now go into the substitutions. And we made 2 right early in the second half. I'll start with you, Mason, for that man there, Mr. Anthony Gordon.
10. Change our game completely. No, some of the tackles, some of the way he played, I mean, honestly, absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
My man of match for Newcastle. Easy 10. The same with Bruno.
Interesting, yeah. I thought Gordon changed the game on. I bring him on when he to help us look a little bit more steady in the game, and he did. So a 10 for okay then. A 10 for Gordon. Okay, then I will take Mr. Bruno Guimaraes. And yeah, Bruno changed it for me as well. His hold of play was exceptional. I thought did very well on the ball, I thought. So I think I've got to say a 10 for Bruno as well. On the 10, exactly the game changer for us, Lee. And since going to 10, a game changer. Bruno at 10. Says Lewis, he was brilliant when he came on here. So there you are. So I've said a 10 for Bruno. Okay, then. Next substitution, Mason. There's a lot of 10s coming in for Bruno as well. Okay, then, Mason, you take... It's that Miguel Almiron who came on in the second half.
Didn't do a lot, but some of his passing was okay, so I'm just going to give him a standard 5.
Okay. 5, okay, then, yeah.
Nah, actually, I changed that, give him a 7.
Okay, then, yeah. Bruno at 10, Gordon and a 9. Bruno 10, both game changer. And Lewis says, I bloody love Bruno, don't we all? Yeah. Bruno a 6. Say the 6 for Miggy. Miggy an 8, says Lee. Okay, interesting one as well. Right then, so next substitution was... After that was Ali Anderson, but he came on pretty much towards right in the end of the game. So didn't have a lot to do. So I'm not going to mark him, but so I'll just...
Standard 5.
Standard 5. That's what it will be. for Elliot Anderson. And, well, the other last substitution again was right towards the end of the game as well. Just read these comments. Anderson a 6, Miggy a 7. Not applicable for Anderson because he didn't come on. And, of course, the last one, Mason, was Fabian Schär. But, again, it was right into stoppage time for Fabian Schär.
So I can understand 5 as well.
Yeah, you have to as well. Not applicable. I've just read that one, but I think Lewis will probably give the same. Probably for Fabian Schär as well. Right then, I'll take... the referee, Chris Kavanagh.
Tit.
Wasn't great, was he?
Nope.
So, 4 for the referee. He wasn't good.
I give him that as well.
Anderson a 6 any for Fabian, a 3 for the referee. He wasn't good at all, was he? I think Man City fans will see he was terrible as well. He's not that good of a referee at all. Chris Kavanagh, so I've given him a 4. He was pretty poor for me. Fabian Schär a 5. Howard 10, so yep. So are we up to it? So it's back to me. It's back to you, Mason, isn't it? So you take the fans.
10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Same story. Passionate as always, and thought we did make a good atmosphere. So 10 fans, easy.
You are. Tower referee a 2, says Lee. He wasn't great at all, was he? And the last one for me is that man there, Mr. Eddie Who. 10. Went with the rotation and it worked, but it's second half, you completely change it. Get going on, get Bruno on. And yeah. Yeah, you know how to make the changes at half time, so that was just exceptional. And we knock Man City out of the tournament very early stage. Ref 5 wasn't terrible. I didn't think he was that good, Truls. He's not highly rated, Chris Kavanagh as well. So, fantastic and outstanding 10. But yeah, Mr. Eddie Howe gets a 10 out of 10. He got it right yesterday, would you believe it? And now it shows we can do some rotation within the side now. But when we get Willock back as well, that will be even better. Because again, it will provide more. It's going to provide more depth for us when Willock's back in the side as well. So, yeah. So that's all the players that we've rated. Again, we've got Man United in the 4th round, but we don't fear anyone now. So let's go out to Old Trafford and hopefully we can send them packing early as well in this competition as well. So, yeah. When you look at the refs we had in the first 3 games, Gallagher was great in comparison. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Even better when the player's back from being on loan as well. Yeah, totally, yes. Lewis says, just a heads up for everybody. Remember to keep the flags behind on Saturday ready for the Champions League against PSG. Yeah. It gets said, announced every time inside the stadium. Do not take the flags home at all. They are important within inside the stadium, and that's where they should be kept at all times. Or if people have made off of them, please return them back. It's so important on a match day, so please do take them back if you did end up taking any of them with you as well. So, yeah. I mean, you know why we've got war flags are back? As soon as the takeover happened, and look how why it's very important and just so amazing just before kickoff and after the game as well. Mason.
Yeah. I don't understand why people do it half the time. I just didn't care. I don't understand why when it's not yours, when it doesn't belong to you.
Yeah, war flags do this for a reason. They organise this, and yeah, as well. So I mean, the only thing I forgot with yesterday's game, I didn't bring my scarf with us because it said bring your scarf, and I forgot to bring mine. Actually, that was the thing. So, but never mind. But never mind. But hopefully next time, if we are at home in the Carabao Cup, I'll bring me scarf with us next time.
Hopefully.
As well. So, yeah, probably are going to need it at some point because it's starting to get a little bit nippy now. So, yeah. St. James's Park is a fortress now, so no teams like coming to St. James's Park. No, they don't, do they?
No.
I'm not saying the referee's good, just wasn't as bad as earlier refs. That's all. Yeah, there's been some stinkers. I mean, Craig Paulson against Brentford, how awful was he?
He was. I mean, honestly, you can't stand half these refs, to be honest.
Yeah. Mason, did you get wet yesterday because in the stand? Because I did, says Lewis. Oh,
I did not because I was undercover.
That's all well then. Fair enough then. Fair enough. I mean, it wasn't great weather yesterday. We could feel the wind coming as well, particularly when I was outside doing fan cams. I could really feel the wind coming.
I couldn't feel it, to be honest.
I certainly could feel the wind coming. Good boy, hey. As well. So it was great to see Martin yesterday from the Mancunian way. He brought his little lad up to the game, and it was great to see Martin as well. And it was good to see you for the first time in person, yeah. And I know we beat you, but I hope you enjoyed your time up here. But it was great to see you yesterday as well, Martin, if you're watching. But yeah, it was really good to see you yesterday as well, outside and after full time, because we sit in the same bloody stance as Lewis.
So he says, I'm on the cover. He says, I'm on the cover, but the wind comes in at the back and comes out again.
Yeah, True says, what, you forgot your scarf? I did. I didn't read it to say bring your own scarf. I must have been a bit so behind looking at everything on social media.
There wasn't many people around me who had brought scarves.
I know. Just hopefully remember for next time if we are at home to bring it with us. So yeah. But yeah, again, who thought we would dump Man City out this tournament? A lot of our fans said we wouldn't, but we did. Let's knock another team out this tournament next, and hopefully let's get our place back to Wembley booked, and hopefully we can try and lift this trophy this time. So yeah, but we've got to get. Hopefully we just get past Manchester United, and if we do, not everyone's going to be looking up to drawing us again in this tournament. So. Yeah, I think they will do something bloody big for the Champions League game. Do you know what, Lewis? It wouldn't surprise me as well.
Hopefully.
Lee, another record for us. Yeah, absolutely, Lee. Absolutely, yes. Let's knock out the team in Manchester, the Red in Manchester now. Or you not mean the team in Salford there, Lewis, because that's where Manchester United are. Even Martin from the Mancunian will tell you the same as well. But yeah, let's go on to Man United. Let's beat them as well. But it's not for a while yet because we've got a job against. We got a game against Burnley on Saturday, and it's Burnley at home. That should be 3 points for us on Saturday. It really, really should be. A lot of our starting players will be back in that start lineup on Saturday as well. And we could beat Burnley, who are really, really struggling at the moment since being promoted back into the Premier League as well. So, yeah. So, let's beat them. And then, of course, we've got the big PSG on Tuesday in the Champions League. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't worry about it, Lewis, man. Yeah, I thought we would lose yesterday. Do you know what? As soon as I felt confident, I still felt confident we were going to win, but it was only when there was rumours that Pepper said it was going out that he wasn't going to be taking this competition more serious. And I think, okay, so give me that chance of that. I went for 2-1 to Newcastle yesterday, but 1-0. We kept a clean sheet as well. That's another clean sheet we've kept as well. So that's another great. Sinclair will love the draw. Yes, he will. It's very usual to have 3 home games in a row, but it's nice for one. PSG, it's actually Wednesday. Actually, it is, yes, Wednesday. That's my mistake there. Can we change it from Salford to Salford Fits in a way, says True. Oh, God. So, yeah.
Don't tell Mr. Sinclair that.
But, yeah. Some nice fixtures coming up, some really big fixtures. But we get Burnley out the way with on Tuesday. Sorry, so we get Burnley out the way with on Saturday, and then we've got PSG on the Wednesday. And, let's get this done. So, yeah. London Reds, more like says Lewis. Yeah, God, yeah. So there you are. So we're going to start to draw to the show to an end very, very soon. Just to let you know what we've got coming up on the channel throughout the rest of the week. And it was just Lou laughing as Lewis's comments as well. So yeah. But I'm looking at Lewis's comment. He has got a good point there as well. So let you know what we got coming out on the channel throughout the rest of the week. So tomorrow there'll be 2 shows. One is going to be the preview to the Brentford game. So we'll start that at 5:30. Mason's not going to be joining me for that one because he's got stuff on with his being his birthday tomorrow. So I'll have to see who I can get on the preview for Brentford tomorrow. And after that at 8:00, it is the Crazy Football Show as always. And get yourselves on. The link will be in the live chat. Hopefully we'll get so many on Friday. And we'll just have a great discussion about, of course, the 8-0 win against Sheffield United. The game, yes, last night, knocking Man City out the Carabao Cup. We discussed Burnley as well. PSG. Yeah, the games are really coming thick and fast as well. So there you are. So make sure you do tune in for tomorrow. Of course, Saturday will be at the game, so there'll be quick thoughts after the game, fan reactions, and mostly Sunday will be the match review and the player ratings show as well. So, yes, quite a lot of bits of content coming up on the channel throughout the rest of the week. So, keep us stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You do like what we put out. And please make sure to hit the notification bell as well, of course, to keep you notified as well. And it looks like Lewis is singing happy birthday in Welsh to you, Mason. I think that is.
Thank you. Diolch. Oh, if anybody doesn't know, thank you.
Oh, well, I don't know any Welsh language yet, to be honest. So there you are.
Thank you, Lee, as well. Appreciate it.
No problem. But anyway, Mason, you have a great time tomorrow as well, whatever you are doing. And yeah. So shame on that. We might not see you tomorrow.
I might come on after. I might come on the PD on the show at 8:00, but see what time I get back.
That's no problem. Take your time, Mason. Don't rush yourself.
Nah, I probably won't.
Okay.
I don't like rushing.
Sorry, Peter. It is your head, sister. It's all right. Okay, then fair enough. God almighty. Have a pint for me and Mason tomorrow, as I don't drink alcohol.
I'm probably gonna be on the. I want to try the Scandinavian alcoholic drinks, so I'll probably be drinking them tomorrow.
Okay, then.
I don't like to drink the drinks what you get over here, like your Fossas and all that. I prefer the Scandinavian stuff, mate.
That's fair enough. Fantastic show tonight. Do not forget to hit the thumbs up. Cheers so much, Lee. I meant over your head, stupid. Autocorrect. All right, fair enough. You always have an autocorrect there, Lewis. So you are. So anyway, guys, we're going to start ending the show now. Remember, if you have enjoyed tonight's show, remember to hit the thumbs up. Please do if you have enjoyed, because it keeps us up those search results. As always, please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed, you really enjoy what goes out on this channel week in, week out. Please, of course, do smash that subscribe button. It's completely free to do so, and it does help the channel grow as well. And, of course, remember to hit that bell notification as well to let you know on the day whether it's a live show or a pre-recorded video as well. And you can still donate to the channel. And if you want to consider becoming a member for 99p as well, just hit the join button. And if you are a member, you will be put into a prize draw. And once we get enough members for this channel, we were looking to do like a prize draw at some point. Doesn't understand the Geordie accent. I thought it wouldn't as well. So Anyway, there you all. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your night, whatever you are doing, and I shall catch you back tomorrow. See you later, guys. Take care, everyone. How are the lads? See
Take
you
care,
later,
everybody.
everyone. Good night.